Hey guys, we have some pretty exciting news today. Former UFC champ, Brazilian Charles Oliveira, published a new post on social media in which he hinted that he would be the backup in the title fight between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. Now, of course, having a backup fighter to ensure a high-profile fight is a pretty wise choice. But Oliveira as a replacement? Well, let's see what's all going on. Also in this video, a UFC record that belongs to one of Conor's fights. It looks like it could be broken, as Dana White is confident that Makhachev's fight with Volkanovski could break the record for most pay-per-view buys in UFC history. But Islam Makhachev does not agree, because Makhachev does not believe that Dana White is promoting the event very actively. And of course, Dana did not like hearing that, so we're gonna see what he had to say too. Then at the end of this video, Islam Makhachev's coach Javier Mendez says that Volkanovski will have only one chance to beat Makhachev. So we're going to see exactly what he means.
Guys, no. Because Australia don't have wrestling. That's why I don't care.
That's right.
So
nobody understands what he's saying.
But before we start the video, I want to ask you guys to please like and subscribe to the channel. We already have more than 45,000 subs, so thank you in advance. Now, getting ready for a thrilling showdown in Perth, Australia, as UFC 284 brings together two of the greatest fighters in the sport. In the main event, we have the reigning lightweight champ Islam Makhachev defending his belt against the featherweight champ Alexander Volkanovski, who is aiming to make history by becoming a two-weight UFC champion. But standing in his way is Islam Makhachev, who tops the pound-for-pound ratings and is determined to keep his title. Now, despite the high stakes, the UFC management is always prepared for unexpected, as injuries, illnesses, or even failed weigh-ins could derail an entire fight card, with even the most promising of matches. So therefore, Dana White has now invited Charles Oliveira to ensure the fight between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. And this was hinted at by Oliveira, who recently posted a photo of airline tickets on social media with the caption, "Heading to Australia. All is in God's hands." Now, of course, Charles Oliveira's candidacy for the UFC 284 main event makes sense, but why Oliveira? No, I don't have anything against the guy. On the contrary, I actually love this fighter very much. But as you know, Oliveira became the first UFC fighter to lose the title at weigh-in. So of course, having a backup fighter to ensure such a high-profile fight is a wise choice. But again, choosing Oliveira as a replacement? I don't know, what do you guys think? Would that be wise? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. And moving on. As already mentioned, Dana White is confident that the fight between Makhachev and Volkanovski could break a record for the UFC. I want to say that this is a monstrous fight, and here only one attendance will match the level of Madison Square Garden. And speaking of pay-per-view purchases, this fight will beat all fights in its category. It will break the broadcast record in Australia and New Zealand. The UFC record that belongs to one of Conor's fights, it looks like he will be beaten, White stated at the press conference. Islam Makhachev does not agree with him, because Makhachev says that Dana White is not promoting the event very actively. See that there is not such a big promotion. Dana White has his own big problems. He does not pay much attention to the promotion. Here in Perth, everyone knows about the fight and is looking forward to it. As for pay-per-view, more could have been done. I only saw Volkanovski once in Sydney, although it was possible to organize a tour or arrange a press conference in the US. Now, former two-time UFC champ Henry Cejudo supported Islam, saying, "The Makhachev-Volkanovski fight really doesn't get the attention that it deserves. This is a super fight, not just the fourth meeting of some guys. Here, the first and second numbers of the rating of fighters will fight regardless of weight category. So why isn't he making a fuss? It's a clash of styles. Volkanovski took down everyone at featherweight in a tough style, and Makhachev is called the second coming of Khabib. His place in the rankings is fair." Now, the hype around the bad work of the promotion has risen seriously, with MMA fans on social media widely supporting Makhachev. Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, quickly tried to clarify the situation by stating that the words of Islam have been misconstrued by journalists. However, it was too late, as Dana White, UFC president, had already become aware of the situation, and he stated during a press conference by pretending to have forgotten Makhachev's name.
And
Naturally, Dana could not forget the name of one of the main stars of his promotion. The head of the UFC just simply decided to besiege the champion a little publicly since he dared criticize him. It is well known that White does not tolerate direct criticism, and the same can be seen with Francis Ngannou, who spoke out about the UFC's financial and organizational issues, and then he since faced some consequences. Although Makhachev's careless statement won't result in a firing, it is evident that White will not be forgetting this incident.
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. It's my way and no other way. End of story.
What do you not understand about that?
But what do you guys think about it? Let us know down in the comments. And finally, Islam Makhachev's head coach Javier Mendez shared his expectations for Makhachev's upcoming fight with featherweight champ Alexander Volkanovski. Mendez stated that Makhachev is well prepared and that he is looking forward to seeing the best version of Volkanovski. However, he does not believe that Volk has what it takes to defeat Makhachev, as he lacks the all-around skills that Islam possesses. According to Mendez, Makhachev is versatile, capable of fighting both standing up and on the ground, while Volk has only one option to win via knockout, whereas Makhachev has multiple ways to win, including knockout and submission. So that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us, and thank you all in advance.